How'd this kind of come together from your end?
Well, free agency started, and um, we talked to the Warriors, and they reached out, and ever since they called me and felt like this is the right situation for me going forward, and just really excited to be a part of this.
How do you see you fitting in on this team?
Well, I mean, obviously it's a championship team, and I have to do the stuff that I do. I feel like this team playing in a certain way that really fits my game. Going into free agency, this is one of the things I looked at. I want to run. I want to shoot threes. Obviously, my game, I don't shoot a lot of mid-range, whatsoever. So I want to do whatever it takes to help. Whether to play tough defense, shoot open shots, move the ball from side to side, defend. Do the stuff I do.
There's a report out that said that you took a lot less money to play for these guys. Is that true?
I don't know, but one thing that I looked, when me and my agent talked about is being a part of this organization and culture and win, and I'm happy to have the opportunity here.
What's the popularity of the Warriors like in Israel? What was the reaction back there?
Country was going crazy. I know that, and the Warriors is, like a rock star, in a sense. So people are really excited. I'm really excited. I feel like it's going to be a great fit, and I can't wait to start.
You grew up watching the Bulls in Israel, right? Are the Warriors kind of becoming like
oh,
the
yeah.
Bulls were then?
Even more. I feel like, now obviously games are televised on a nightly basis and League Pass and all that. So a team like the Warriors is very, obviously, well known all over the world. And, to be a part of this and to be about this culture and coaching staff and everything here is a blessing.
Well, you're old enough then to have the perspective to remember when the Warriors weren't like that. What's in your mind, what's been different about them in these last 5-6 years or so?
Well, obviously you can write a book on the things that have been different, but the culture has obviously changed dramatically, and the guys that lead the way from even before KD got here, made everybody want to be like the Warriors, and they changed the game in the sense that the way they play and the structure and the way they shoot threes. It wasn't like that when I got in the league in 2009, and me and Steph were in the same class, and things were different. There was a lot of one-on-one and post-ups, and now the ball is moving from side to side. The guys are shooting threes. Big men are shooting threes. So they definitely have a culture of winning. You have the right guys around, and you want to be a part of this.
Yeah, you also have the perspective to know how this team's regarded in terms of everybody who comes here seems to just enjoy it, from JaVale McGee to Kevin Durant. When you're on the outside and then you have a chance to be part of that, how exciting is that to be part of that?
It's a dream come true. You want to be a part of this. One of the main reasons that I wanted to come here, and I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity. So, I thank everybody who's been involved, and I want to be, part of this for many years.
What do you remember from the game in December 2 years ago at Oracle?
It was fun. It's one of these moments. I mean, it doesn't happen often that that you made shots. Some guys make shots, but then you have a guy like Steph coming right back and doing it even better. So it was definitely one night to remember, and hopefully to relive it back again.
What was the feeling like? When it just seemed like we went back and watched the tape. I mean, I was there that night. And just like it seemed like everything that you put up
was
right.
going in right. Oh.
I mean,
we had a system that, George, when George Karl was with us in Sacramento, he really emphasized is running and shooting and stuff like that. And you get more opportunities to shoot when you play in a fast pace, and it kind of fits my game. So, at that time I felt, confident enough to take those shots, and Coach obviously was preaching, that flow of offense. It was one night that, things went well for me.
After being with Sacramento for so long, how has this past year been kind of bouncing around?
It wasn't easy, obviously. I had some small injuries that kind of slowed me down, and I wanted to build off of a good year in Sacramento the year before. But this summer I literally took a day off and started working on my game and working on everything that I need to do to become a better basketball player, and then working the stuff that I do good to stay good and even better. I can't wait for the season to start. I have so much to prove, and a lot on, like a big chip on my shoulder to go ahead and do the stuff I need to do to help my team win. And this is what I'm looking for, and I want to help the team win. And this is my goal.
How about a little bit about the nightmare you had last year, kind of with the injuries? I mean, you say they were little injuries, but you did break your thumb.
Right.
And you had a foot injury, is that correct? And you were also sick for a while. I mean, have you ever gone through a year like that where it just little like one thing right after another?
Not even close, you know. And you're right. I mean, it just, you know, every time I felt like I'm getting into a rhythm and start playing again, you know, something happened. But it's part of the NBA season, part of my career. You know, it never happened to me before, and hopefully it'll never happen again. But you know, I take the good and the bad in the same. You know, sometimes you just got to figure it out and get back on the horse and play again.
How flattered were you that the Warriors sought you out and called you? And were you surprised? I mean,
I wasn't surprised, but I was very flattered, obviously. You know, and to this good of organization and culture and team that kind of give you the confidence. They're looking at you and want you to be part of this. Obviously, you know, you can't overlook that. And you know, from the moment they called, you know, this is where my heart wanted to be, and you know, I'm happy we made that decision.
This is known as a team that's got a bunch of guys that are easy to bond with. Can you see yourself in a year or two up the line inviting some of them to go back home with you like you did when you were with the Kings?
Definitely, yeah. I mean, I feel like there's a great group of guys. You know, throughout my 8 years in the league, I always felt like, you know, they were welcome in every locker room that I've been in, and you know, guys see me as a good friend. So, can't wait to to get to know those guys even more. And you know, I played against them for many years. You know, me and Steph were obviously like in the same class, but we got to know each other from our rookie year, and can't wait. It's you know, it's definitely a great group of guys to be around.
What was that like introducing some of your teammates and other NBA players to your homeland?
I mean, to me, you know, every time we travel the country here in the States, they always invite me to their home, and we never really have the chance to fly 15-hour flight from San Francisco to Tel Aviv and show them my home and where I go to eat and, you know, the places I like to go, you know, just to clear my mind. And to have that opportunity with the guys that have been in Israel with me is great, you know. So this is definitely something I cherish, and I want to do more and more.
Obviously, this isn't Sacramento, but just being back in Northern California, does it feel? Is there a sense of familiarity there?
Yeah, I mean, going down 80 East now to Sacramento. It's an hour and a half. Most of our furniture is still there in our cars, so I'm looking forward to go back to Sacramento. Sacramento has been great to me, and obviously we as a team we wanted to make this franchise better. They have a great fan base, and I'm excited to be a part of this Golden State family. And going forward to play against Sacramento 4 times a year is even better.
Did you leave a lot of your stuff like in a storage
locker
in Sacramento or something?
Yeah, I have to go back. Well, I think I'll do that in September, but I have to go get my car and my furniture there.
How about just playing for a team that wins? You've been in the league 8 years, and I think, am I right, only Houston is a winning team?
Yeah. Well, this is something that, you want to put yourself in this situation. And going into free agency, we talked before and kind of, we did our due diligence and free agency, we said we want to be in a winning situation, we want to be in a winning franchise. And I was fortunate enough to be with the best. So, it's a blessing.
Where do you live in the offseason?
I'll go back to Tel Aviv. We'll go back Friday, yeah. We have our national team duties. We start Tuesday. We play Zaza, our 4th game in the European Championship. We're going to be in Tel Aviv, so it'll be great, and it's exciting.
Who do you know best on this team?
Well, I played against these guys plenty of times, and KD reached out when I signed, and he welcomed me to the team, and I know obviously Steph, like I said, we played, we pre-drafted together in the same class. So Draymond, all these guys are great teammates, great culture guys, and I feel like they welcome everybody. So I'm looking forward to it.
Anybody else reach out to you besides KD?
No, KD was the only guy. Yeah.
Have you heard through the grapevine how good the culture is here? I mean,
absolutely.
Beyond just the winning, obviously. Does that stuff get out among the players?
Oh, no doubt.
How good it is here.
No doubt, absolutely. I mean, guys doing due diligence and talking to each other, then they want to put themselves in the situations, just like teams doing it and kind of doing their research on players. Going to free agency, we talk to the guys, and obviously, it's well known around the league that the Warriors are at the top. So it's very important. You want to put yourself in the right organization, and the right culture, and the right coaching staff, and the right teammates to help you be better and the team to be better and kind of win together. So these things are really, really important.
When David West came here last year, we didn't realize how good a passer he was, because in the system he was in before,
right,
he really didn't pass all that much. Is there a part of your game, do you feel, is going to come out that we maybe haven't seen, just based on the style of play that they have here?
Okay, I mean, you know, looking at the league, you have 20.
Oh, shoot, sorry.
It's all right.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Glad it wasn't me.
So I think most of the league, you know, if you look at the league, you have the big chunk of the 60-70% of the league are players that are really dependent on the situation they're going to be in the system. You know, obviously the 15-20% of the top are the top. You know, if you put Steph Curry with the Warriors or other team, it'll be Steph Curry or LeBron James. But the guys need to be in the right system. So I feel like this system will be great. I mean, passing obviously will be, you know, one thing that I want to emphasize. I want to play tough defense. I want to build that trust, you know, within the coaching. Obviously, I know what I'm getting into, and I'm looking forward to it.
Being the only player right now in the league from Israel, and now having this platform, is your hope to inspire more, you know, young guys in
no
Israel
doubt.
to
No
get
doubt.
to this level?
No doubt. I mean, this is the top of the top, and you know, now we have responsibility to work, you know, myself, and then kind of fit in and see what I can help this team. So I'm looking forward to it.
Do you know Swaggy at all? Are you on a first name?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know him personally. We've played against each other plenty of times, and you know, I feel like we have shooting all over the place, and this is just great. You know, and this is something that complements his game and my game, and I'm looking forward to work with him and our coaching staff. And it's really great. It'll be fun. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.